Hello learners, welcome to the SWAYAM course of Microbial Technology. I Virendra Kumar Vaishnav, Assistant Professor from Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University, Durg, Chhattisgarh. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss about transduction. Before we discuss our today's topic, let's few points discuss with previous lecture. In previous lecture, studied about conjugation. In this conjugation, we already discussed about history of conjugations, experiments of Ladderberg and Tatum in Escherichia coli, process of conjugation and some examples of conjugation. So, bacterial conjugation is one of the three major known modes of genetic exchange between bacteria, the other two being transduction and bacterial transformation. Of these three modes, conjugation is the only one that involves cell to cell contact. Joshua Ladderberg and Tatum first reported such transfer in 1946 in Escherichia coli. The discovery resulted from a deliberate search for sexual recombination in bacteria in which progeny carry genetic markers from two parents. Bacterial conjugation is a sexual mode of genetic transfer in the sense that chromosomal material from two sexual distinct cells types is brought together in a defined and programmed process. However, in bacterial conjugation, the process involves only a portion of the genome of one of the cells and the complete genome of its sexual partner, and opposed to sexual union in most higher organism, which involve an interaction between the entire set of chromosome from both of the parental cells. Thus, genetic transfer in bacterial conjugation is partial and it is polar in most cases, wherein genetic materials moves unidirectionally from the donor cell into the recipient cell, followed by separation of these cells and further changes in the organization or recombination of the combined genetic material within the recipient cell. The transfer of genetic material can take several minutes or more, up to several hours. So, let us start today's session. In this lecture, we will going to learn about gene transfer via transduction. Transduction involves the carrying over of DNA from one organism to another by an intermediate agent, which is usually a bacteriophage. Types of bacterial transduction: generalized transduction, specialized transduction and process of transduction will be discussed in this topic. So, some list of contents we will discuss in this topic. So, starting from the introduction of transduction, principle of transduction, types of transduction, mechanism of transduction, we will going to discuss in this lecture. So, let us start the transduction. Transduction is the transfer of bacterial DNA from a donor to a recipient bacterium via virus particle. The virus particle that infects bacteria is called a bacteriophage or phage, and the phases used for the transfer of DNA are called transfusing phases. Not all phases are transducing phases. The process of transduction can transfer DNA region of tens to thousands of kilobases. Due to the high specificity of phases for all cell surface receptors, transduction has the narrowest host range of DNA transfer among the methods of bacterial genetic exchange. Transduction involves the carrying over of DNA from one organism to another by an intermediate agent, which is usually a bacteriophage. Transduction has an advantage over conjugation in that transduction does not require physical contact between the cell donating and the DNA and the cell receiving the DNA. Similarly, The process of transduction is resistant to the DNase enzyme, while the transformation process is susceptible to DNase. Transduction is the standard process employed by many molecular biologists to introduce a foreign gene into a host cell's genome. Principle of transduction. The principle of transduction is based on the mechanism of infection of the bacteriophage. In transduction, the bacterial donor DNA is incorporated into the bacteriophage either through the lytic or lysogenic cycle. After the bacterial DNA is incorporated into the phage, new phages are released from the bacterial cell. These phages then infect the host bacterial cell. Phages attach to a specific bacterial cell surface receptor and inject their DNA containing the donor DNA into the cytoplasm of the host bacterial cell. Depending on the phase, the DNA integrates into the bacterial genome, replicates in the cytoplasm as a plasmid or replicates immediately, producing phage progeny. Before we gonna start mechanism of transduction, let us discuss about bacteriophage. So, bacteriophage any of a group of virus that infect bacteria. Bacteriophages were discovered independently by Frederick Twart in Great Britain in 1915 and Felix de Harel in France 1970. De Harel coined the term bacteriophage, meaning bacteria eater, to describe the agent as bactericidal ability. Bacteriophage also infect the single cell prokaryotic organisms known as archaea. So, characteristics of bacteriophage: thousands of varieties of phage exist, each of which may infect only one type or a few types of bacteria or archaea. Phages are classified in a number of virus families. Some examples includes Inoviridae, Microviridae, Rhodriviridae and Tactiviridae. Like all viruses, phages are simple organisms that consist of a core of genetic material, which is nucleic acid, surrounded by a protein capsid. The nucleic acid may be either DNA or RNA and may be double stranded or single stranded. There are three basic structural form of phages: an icosahedral, which have 20 sides with a tail, an icosahedral head without a tail and a filamentous form. Life cycle of bacteriophages. During infection, a phage attaches to a bacterium and insert its genetic material into the cell. After that, a phage usually follows one of two life cycle. First is lytic cycle or second one is lysogenic cycle. Lytic phages take over the machinery of the cell to make phage components. Then they destroy or lyse the cell, releasing new phages particles. Lysogenic phages incorporated their nucleic acid into the chromosome of the host cell and replicate with it as a unit without destroying the cell. Under certain conditions, lysogenic phase can be induced to follow a lytic cycle. Other life cycles including pseudolysogeny and chronic infection also exist. In pseudolysogeny, a bacteriophage enters a cell, but neither co-opt cell replication machinery nor integrated stably into the host genome. Pseudolysogeny occurs when a host cell encounters unfavorable growth condition and appears to play an important role in phage survival by enabling the preservation of the phage genome until host growth conditions have become advantageous again. In chronic infection, new phages particles are produced continuously over long periods of time, but without apparent cell killing. Types of transduction. There are two types of transduction. First is generalized transduction. In generalized transduction, phage mistakenly packages bacterial DNA instead of their own phage DNA during phage assembly. This results is an infection virus particles containing bacterial DNA, but one that can no longer replicate in the bacterium due to the loss of all one of the phage DNA. The phage particle then attaches to a bacterial cell surface receptors and inject the packages DNA into the cytoplasm of the bacterium. If the bacterium DNA in the phage is in the form the bacterial chromosome, the DNA recombines with the homologous DNA of the bacterial recipient, no generate stable transductant. This process require a host recombinase REC-A. However, studies have indicated that the majority of the transduction DNA is not stably integrated into the bacterial genome, but rather remains extrachromosomal. Generalized transduction is used for mapping genes, mutagenesis, transferring plasmids and transposons, and determining whether different genera of bacteria have homologous genes. Steps of generalized transduction. The phage host cell is first infected with the phage, during which the phage DNA enters the cytoplasm of the bacteria. During the lytic cycle of the viral replication, the phage DNA along with the bacterial chromosome is broken down into smaller pieces. Some part of the bacterial chromosome is then packed into one of the viral capsids when that is released by lysis of the bacterium. The transducing phase with the bacterial chromosome now infect a second bacterium, and the donor DNA enters the cytoplasm of the second bacterium. In the presence of a host recombinase REC-A, the donor DNA recombines with the homologous DNA of the bacterial recipient to generate stable transductant. This is the presenting image for generalized transduction. In this image, we are presenting that the donor cell, which is the phage host cell, is infected with the phage, where the phage DNA gets incorporated into the cytosol of the bacteria. During the process of the lytic cycle, the phage DNA with the bacterial DNA gets broken down into smaller fragments. During the release, some parts of the bacterial DNA are then packed into a viral capsid when it gets released by the lysis of bacteria. The transducing phase along with bacterial DNA then infect another bacterium, which is the recipient bacterium, and the donor DNA incorporated into the cytoplasm of that second bacterium. Then the donor DNA recombines with the homologous DNA of the recipient bacterial cell using the most recombinase REC-A to produce stable transductants. The second types of transduction is specialized transduction. In specialized transduction, the phase undergoes lysogeny usually at a specific location in the bacterial genome called attachment sites. During this process, the phage genome usually integrates into the bacterial chromosome as virus. Replication is repressed during lysogeny. The phage genome then excises from the bacterial genome, and due to imprecise excision and recombination, adjacent bacterial genes are also excised. Unlike a generalized transducing phase, a specialized transducing phase contains both phase and bacterial gene. During the subsequent infection, the newly acquired gene is inserted into the bacterial genome along with phase DNA to form a new round of lysogeny. Specialized transduction is independent of host homologous recombination and RECA, but requires phase integrase. Specialized transduction is instrumental in the isolation of the genes in molecular biology and in the discovery of insertion element, which often serve as a attachment site for phase DNA integration. Steps of specialized transduction: after the infection of the donor bacterium with the bacteriophage, the phase DNA is integrated into the bacterial chromosome during the lysogenic cycle. Due to the imprecise cutting of the phase DNA, some part of the bacterial chromosome is also excised. The phase containing some part of the bacterial chromosome then infect a new host, and the donor DNA is incorporated into the recipient bacterium during the lysogenic cycle of the replication. The recipient then expresses the newly acquired genetic trait. So, presenting image is for specialized transduction, showing the presentation of specialized transduction. In this process, after the donor bacterium and bacteriophage infection, the phase DNA enters the bacterial chromosome in the lysogenic cycle. Some part of bacterial chromosome get removed during the imprecise excision of the phase DNA. Then the phase DNA with one part of the bacterial chromosome together infect the new host cell, and the donor DNA enters into the recipient bacterium during the lysogenic cycle of viral replication. Then the recipient cell shows newly acquired genetic traits. Bacterial transduction steps: infection of the bacterial cell by bacteriophage. The virus uses the host machinery to make multiple copies either directly by the lytic cycle or first gets incorporated into the bacterial genome by the lysogenic cycle and followed by the lytic stage. During the assembly of bacteriophages, the bacterial genome also gets packed by mistake in the viral head alongside the viral genome. In the lysogenic cycle, during excision of prophase, some parts of the bacterial genome that flank the prophase are also excised and go inside the assembled viral head together with the viral genome. When these viruses infect another bacterial cells, they inject the viral DNA as well as the donor DNA into the host cell. The bacterial DNA either forms plasmid or gets inserted into the recipient DNA if it is homologous to the recipient genome. Most of the time it remains as an extra chromosomal DNA. It can also get inserted with the prophase if it is a temperate phase. So, the fate depends on the portion of bacterial DNA and also on the nature of bacteriophages. The showing presenting image is the cycle of bacteriophage. The first cycle is showing of lytic cycle and second cycle presenting the lysogenic cycle. The first is infection of the bacterial cell by a bacteriophage. The first step involves a bacteriophage infecting a bacterial cell which can enter either the lytic cycle or the lysogenic cycle. First is lytic cycle. In this cycle, the viral takes control of the host cell machinery to replicate its DNA and produce new phase particles. During this process, the host cell's DNA is broken down. Eventually, the host cell bursts, releasing the new phase particles. Second is lysogenic cycle. In this cycle, the viral DNA integrates into the host bacterium chromosome, becoming a prophase. The prophase can remain inactive for many generations and replicate along with the bacterial chromosome. However, under certain environmental stress, the prophase can exit the lysogenic cycle and enter the lytic cycle. Second is packaging of bacterial DNA. During the formation of new phase particles, a mistake can occur. Instead of packaging only viral DNA, the phase can accidentally include a piece of bacterial DNA in its capsid called protein cell. Third is transduction of bacterial DNA. The phase particle carrying the bacterial DNA then infect a new bacterial cell. Fourth is integration or expression of the transferred DNA. The newly infected bacterium may integrate the transformed bacterial DNA into its chromosome through homologous recombination, or the transferred DNA may remain as a separate plasmid within the cell. If the transferred DNA includes a functional gene, it can be expressed by the new host cell, leading to a new trait. So, significance of the transduction is, transduction is a molecular tool used in many genetic engineering and biotechnology studies. Transduction can be used to incorporate genes of interest in animal or plant cells to modify their genetic constituent and obtain the desired phenotypic as well genotypic characteristics. It is also applied in gene therapy techniques. Transduction is highly useful to treat genetic disease. Example of bacterial transduction. A well studied example of generalized transduction is P1 phase 1, which can transduce DNA of E. coli to many gram negative bacteria. A classic example of specialized transduction in E. coli phase lambda, which integrates its genetic material between operons encoding enzymes responsible for the production of galactose, also called GAL, and biotin in the E. coli chromosome. Application of transduction. Transduction is a process with many important use in both research and biotechnology. Here are some of the most significant application. First is genetic engineering. Transduction is used to insert specific genes into cells. This allows cells to produce proteins or other substances that are useful, such as insulin and human growth hormones in bacteria. Second is gene therapy. Transduction is being explored as a way to treat genetic disease. It involves introducing a healthy version of a gene into a patient's cells. Clinical trials have used transduction for diseases like cystic fibrosis and hemophilia. Third is studying bacterial genetics. Transduction is a valuable tool for studying how genes work in bacteria. It helps scientists map genes, understand gene control and discover new genes. Fourth number is evolutionary biology. Transduction plays a role in how bacteria evolve. It allows genes to move between different types of bacteria, helping them adapt to new environments. So, let us conclude this topic. The summary of this topic, we studied about gene transfer via transduction. Transduction is a mode of genetic transfer from one bacteria to another through a virus. There is no direct contact between the bacterial cells. The other way of genetic recombination in bacteria include transformation and conjugation. In this process, bacteriophages, which infect bacteria, use host cells to multiplicate, and while assembling, they sometimes pack the bacterial DNA with them. Later then, these viruses infect new bacterial cells. The bacterial genome that they carry may get inserted into the host genome. Transduction is commonly used in genetic engineering for inserting foreign DNA into the host cell. Transduction was discovered by Zinder and Laderberg in Salmonella. Harsey and Chase used transduction as a tool to confirm that DNA is the genetic material. Let us discuss about the next lecture. In next lecture, topic will cover about detoxification of pollutants. In this topics, we will going to study about process of detoxification and elimination, classification of toxic substances and method of detoxification. Detoxification method such as the physical removal of contaminated grains or removal of the toxin by polar solvent, destruction by heat or degradation by chemical substances or microorganisms. Thank you.